the Prophet. Click on that subscribe button to enable you get notified anytime I drop video contents like this. And without wasting much time, guys, let's hop in straight into the chart. So guys, I am just here to give you an update in regards to the direction of the market, as I've always done. And I believe by now you should know that the Crypto Prophet has a track record for calling dates accurately. I call dates very much accurately, and the ability to tell you what is going to happen in the future lies with the Crypto Prophets. Okay, undeniable, verifiable, 100% authentic. You can't argue with me. It's as simple as that. If you think you can argue with me, then try it out. You know, before you even think of arguing with me, then you should be able to do what I do. Now take a look at this, guys. One of my videos in YouTube, I spoke about this. I told you all, I said I see Bitcoin dumping on the 13th and the 14th. I was specific. I mentioned the dates. This is not the first time that I call dates, okay? And you can see that the 13th came, look at how Bitcoin dumped. You see that the 14th came, look at how Bitcoin dumped. And today is the 15th. You did not hear me mentioning the 15th. And look at how Bitcoin pumped today on the 15th. So what does that tell you? That tells you that I have what it takes to change the financial situation of anyone who works with me in the crypto space. I am seeing exactly what is going to play out, okay? If you check my videos, check my track record, I come out, I tell you what is going to happen, and it sure comes to pass. If you like, you take what I tell you. If you like, you leave. If you like, you doubt me, you know, do otherwise. That's your business. I don't care. But what I've told you is this: whatever I tell you definitely is going to come to pass. And when it comes to pass, you would remember that Crypto Prophet told you this, and you would sure look for me. It's as simple as that. Okay, guys, so now I am out here again to tell you what is going to happen, what I'm expecting to take place in Bitcoin. Now, guys, look at this. Bitcoin seems to be forming this flag, okay? And now I'm expecting, now Bitcoin has had a rebound here. Okay, let's take a look at this in the 4-hour charts. Okay, the 4-hour chart carries the information. So guys, if you take a look at the 4-hour chart right now, you're going to see that Bitcoin came and touched this trend line here, and then it started pumping up back again. So now I'm expecting Bitcoin to consolidate. Now guys, there's a very high possibility that we may touch $37,000, okay, because this is a rising wedge. So now I'm gonna go long. I'll be going long, and okay, sorry for this. So for the time being, guys, I am gonna be going in a long position. I would be watching out for the 36,800 price for Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin breaks 36,800, let's say 36,700 to 36,800, then we would be heading up to around $37,600 and possibly $38,000. Okay, so I'm here to tell you that if you do see Bitcoin pump up to $38,000, please be very careful, because that is a very strong area of resistance for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm expecting a pump here. But now this pump, I'm expecting, the highest I'm expecting this pump to get to is around $38,000, $38,300 thereabouts, or let's say, yeah. But anything that's gonna make Bitcoin break out of this wedge, then Bitcoin would be heading, Bitcoin is gonna be heading to this point, which is around $40,000. And guys, I must tell you this: if Bitcoin touches $40,000, or let's say if Bitcoin breaks into $39,000, I would go long if I see the next candlestick open above $39,000. I'm gonna go long because I know definitely it would touch this region here, which is around $40,000 to $42,000 or $43,000. But now, guys, I want to say this, and please take note of my words. Very important. Please listen to what I have to say, because what I have to say is very important, and it would sure help you in the long run. Okay, now guys, let's take a look at this. This is the 1-week charts. There is something I want to show you guys in the 1-week charts for Bitcoin. Okay, so guys, let's take a look at this. Now can you see this line here, this particular line? Now anytime Bitcoin touches this line rejects Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, this line and this other green line here, these are very strong resistance going back to the inception of Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was formed. So we see here that anytime Bitcoin dumps from these lines, we always get a crash. We see here that Bitcoin touched this line. Let's zoom it so that you can see. Can you see that Bitcoin touched this line, and as soon as it touched this line, we had a crash down? Okay, so currently guys, Bitcoin is in a wedge. This is a rising wedge, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to react inside this wedge. But now anything that's going to make Bitcoin cross these levels here, I would be going long, because I know once Bitcoin touches this line, which is around $42,000, Bitcoin is going to still come down again, because these lines go right back to the inception of Bitcoin. But now please take note of what I'm telling you right now. Take note of what I'm telling you right now. I doubt if Bitcoin is going to get to this range, because this range here is a very strong range. It needs to break $38,000, and Bitcoin does not look like it has the capacity or the strength to break these points. This is what I want to say. So this is why I'm not going to close my short positions. I'm still shorting Bitcoin. I'm not going to close my short positions, because I have seen it that it is weak. Okay, Bitcoin is weak. So in essence, what am I trying to say? What's the message I'm passing across? Currently right now, the 1-day charts for Bitcoin is bullish. The 4-hour charts for Bitcoin is bullish. So I'm gonna go long for Bitcoin. I'm gonna scrape out, like scalp some positions here, and then as it climbs, I would observe and see. But now guys, Bitcoin needs to break 36,500 for it to be strong. So let's say from 36,500, if it can pump, then we have a possibility of climbing to 37,000. And if it still pumps further, we have a possibility of climbing even up to $38,000. But I'm not still gonna close my shorts. Why? Because I know fully well that by next week, Bitcoin is gonna get weaker. And if Bitcoin should pump to this range, guys, the essence of that pump is to come back and take out this line. I repeat myself again. If you see Bitcoin pump up and touch this range, $38,000 thereabouts, or 37, Bitcoin is simply getting set to come back and take out this line that you see here. And anything that's going to make Bitcoin take out this line, expect the market to drop down to this yellow line, which is around $31,000 to $30,000, before we determine the next direction we're going to take, guys. So I need you all to be very careful. Listen, I'm the Crypto Prophet. I tell you what it is, and that which I tell you comes to pass. It's as simple as that. I do not copy from anybody. Anyone you see having the ability to call the date and the time of the future, that's not somebody you joke with. You may not like me, but you cannot deny my proofs. You cannot deny my results. As a matter of fact, you may think you're faster than me. Or you may be asking yourself, why is the Crypto Prophet always bearish? You know, people are saying, Bitcoin is pumping. Hey, it's this, it's that. It's bullish. Hey, it's rising. Why is the Crypto Prophet always very bearish and saying Bitcoin will dump? Yes, I say Bitcoin will dump, and when I call the dates for you, it comes to pass. So now ask yourselves this question. I mean, if I was telling you Bitcoin is going to dump, and I'm just saying it to dump, you know, and then you now see it's dumping, and I'm coming to tell you, oh, this is what is happening now. I said it will dump and it is dumping. There's a difference between me telling you Bitcoin is going to dump on so and so dates, and that date comes and you see what I'm telling you comes to pass. That means there is something I know that you do not know. So I'm not begging you to follow me. Neither am I even interested. Okay, because I know exactly what I see. And as many persons who follow my direction, they are definitely going to make money out of this market. It's not about following pumps. It's about making money. Money that is sustainable. And this is the bear market. The bull run is going to be awesome. Just imagine if I'm telling you this and it's coming to pass. Imagine how the bull run would be. I will tell you the date, I will tell you the time that money is going to enter into your accounts. I'm the crypto prophets. As a matter of fact, this is my yard. This is my area. So when I speak with authority, because I am an authority in the crypto space. That which I do, you will not see it easily out there. It's as simple as that. So guys, I have this to say before I end this video. Take a look at what I want to show you. Now, have you seen this yellow line here? If you take a look at this yellow line, guys, I want you all to observe that which I'm showing you. Please take this very serious, because what I've said is going to come to pass. Can you see this yellow line here? All these lines are calculations. Okay, let's not go into that, but I am talking about this yellow line right now. Take a look at this yellow line, guys. Anytime Bitcoin dumps in this yellow line or from this yellow line, we always have a crash. Look at this. We dumped here. What was the crash percentage? 26%. Now Bitcoin rallied up, still encountered this yellow line, and what happened? Bitcoin came crashing down, right? It first came crashing down here when it encountered this yellow line, had the resistance, crash down, came up here, encountered the yellow line, had the resistance, crash down. Now when it broke out of this yellow line, it pumped all the way to here. And now what happened? When it came to this yellow line, it was dancing, consolidating, and before you know, boom, it crashed. Okay, so when it broke out of this yellow line, guys, what happened? It crashed down, and it also broke out of this red line. Now mind you, this red line too, let me color it as yellow. Oh, sorry, yeah, orange. Now can you see? Sorry, it's not yellow, it's orange. Now this orange line as well is the same thing as this orange line here. You can see that we had this first one here, boom, crash. Had this one, crash. Tried breaking, could not, crash. Tried breaking out, broke out, pumped up to this other yellow line. Okay, when it got to this yellow line, it tried breaking, encountered this line I told you about, that I told you Bitcoin needs to get to before it will start dumping. Or sorry, I told you if it pumps out of 38,000, then we are heading to this region here. This region is the strongest in the chart of Bitcoin, coming from the Crypto Prophet. I'm the one telling you this, and it's sure gonna come to pass, because these are my calculations. You're not gonna find what I tell you easily out there. So let's go back to what I was saying. When it came up to this orange line, what happened? Bitcoin had a decline, and when it broke out of this line, it came crashing down. Okay, down to this particular level. So let's check the percentage and see. All the way from here to here, that was 18% crash. Okay, and now what happened, guys? Take note of this. Bitcoin played with this same yellow line, and when it broke out of this line, sorry I keep on saying yellow, when it broke out of this orange line, guys, what happened? Take a look at this. Can you see this dump? Look at this crash. It crashed all the way down to this same line that has acted as an area of support here, resistance here. Can you see that? So guys, what am I saying right now? The next crash of Bitcoin that will take it down to this yellow line, something similar to this, something similar to this, something similar to this is going to happen. Something similar to this is going to happen. Are you hearing me? I repeat myself again. Look at this yellow line, guys. It is way close with the price. Anything that's going to make Bitcoin get to this yellow line, guys, I am expecting it to play around this yellow line, and then when it crashes from this yellow line, just know that Bitcoin is heading down to $29,000, and it's still going to play here. It can still pump, no doubt, but it would play with this line and still come crashing down back to this same line, guys. And remember, we also have this blue line here. Remember how the price, look at how the price danced on this blue line and then dumped down. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to finally dump down to this line. Take a look at this, guys. All the way from here down to here, we have 29 to 30%. So when Bitcoin gets down to this line, that's when I'm going to observe. And remember, I told you all about the white cloth formation pattern that is forming. And I told you all, I said that I see Bitcoin dumping because this is a bearish divergence. Okay, so when Bitcoin dumps down to this line, guys, that's when you're going to see Bitcoin break this line according to the white cloth formation pattern, and then we would be heading down to this trend line here, which is around $20,000. So guys, take note of these words that I speak, because these words are prophetic. That is me for you, the crypto prophet. I come out to tell you the future. Whether you like it or not, it is sure going to come to pass. The last video that I produced, I told you all, I said in the year 2025, when we cross into September, we should start expecting Bitcoin to be getting set to attain its all-time high. That should tell you that the crypto prophet is way ahead in what he does. I go very far into the future. I'm not one you joke with, because you cannot play with a man that lives in the future. I tell you the dates, I will tell you the time, and you see it come to pass. Check the whole of YouTube, check the whole internet. People who discuss crypto, how many of them have the capacity to call dates? How many of them are confident to tell you this is what is going to happen? Anybody that you see talking about the future with confidence, then just know that you and that person, you're not on the same page. It's as simple as that. Okay, so I'm expecting Bitcoin to react in this yellow line, and when it breaks it, we're having a dump down here. If it breaks here, expect it to come down. And before I end this video, guys, I want to show you all something. Let's import in this indicator. This is the checking money flow, and I want to say something, guys. Now this is the Bitcoin 1 week charts. Okay, in the checking money flow, this is the Bitcoin 1 week charts, and this actually gives me concern. Okay, if you take a look at the checking money flow, guys, now the price is rising up, but if you take a look at the checking money flow, guys, the price is rather going down. Can you see this? So instead of Bitcoin to be Bitcoin is pumping in price, it's going up, but look at the checking money flow, it's going down. So this tells you that there is a problem, guys. This trend you see here is not strong, and anything that's going to make the checking money flow break out of this range, guys, if it breaks out of these points, guys, Bitcoin is going to break out of here. And what is this price? This price is around $25,000, and if we check these charts, $25,000 as it breaks out of this point, remember this same $25,000 confluences with this red line here, and remember what this red line did. It acted as support here, acted as support here. Okay, and this same red line acted as support here. And now look at this, guys. When Bitcoin broke out of this red line, just take a look at the kind of dump that came out. What is this? Dump of almost 40%. And this is the same trend line that the crypto prophet is telling you that the checking money flow, if it breaks out of here, guys, just expect Bitcoin to come down. I'm telling you this. Okay, if we also take a look at the 1 day charts, guys, I want to show you something in the RSI. Look at what is forming in the RSI. This pattern started forming since the month of August. Bitcoin came down here. This was support, close support, but not so close. This was support, this was support. So anything that's going to make Bitcoin break out of this white line, guys, we should experience a downfall. Free fall, gravity, good gravity, gravitational pull. That's what I call it. Cryptocurrency gravitational pull. That's what Bitcoin is going to experience. So if you're there and you're still playing around with crypto, I wish you good luck, guys, because that's which I've told you is surely going to come to pass. I don't care about anything, because I am 100% sure that my future is upgraded through cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is going to be one of the ways that my financial situation is going to be upgraded. I told you, I said $10 million to $30 million added to my account, added to my portfolio out of the crypto space. Okay, so I'm telling you this. So as many of you who care to join me, no problem. If you wish, no issue. Okay, we're not forcing anybody, and I'm not here to entertain you. I'm only here to tell you my mind. I'm only here to give you counsel based on what I see. And if you like, you take that which I tell you. If you like, you ignore. Okay, but at the long run, remember my words. When my words shall come to pass, you would look for me. It's as simple as that. Take a look at this. Look at how Bitcoin is just sitting down on this line. Okay, so for me, I am looking for short opportunities. If I would long this, I would just scalp it a bit, but I'll be very, very careful. Okay, if we break those levels, good and fine, but I would still remain in my long positions. But anything that will make Bitcoin cross to $39,000, now please note my words, cross and open above. I did not just say cross, because it needs to cross a new candlestick needs to open on top. That is when I would go long up all the way to $42,000, but I doubt. Okay, I doubt if that is going to happen, but let's see. But what I'm telling you is that from next week, I repeat myself again, from next week, guys, today is the 15th of November 2023. Beginning from next week, I see weakness coming into Bitcoin. The oracle has spoken. If Bitcoin can become weak and break this line, expect more downsides. And I want to tell you guys something. When everybody is bullish, that's when you need to be bearish. Right now, everybody is talking about BlackRock ETF, this one, that one, Bitcoin to 50k, 100k, $60,000. I laugh. We shall see, you know, because everybody is talking, everybody is bullish. But at the end of the day, we would know who truly are the grandmasters in this game. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Remember, it's not about analysis, it's about making money. So if you are interested, follow the Crypto Prophets. The time has come to make money. I told you, beginning from here, the bull run has started for me. So I don't need to emphasize much, guys. So thank you so much for your time. I remain the Crypto Prophet. God bless you. See you in the next video. Thank you.